Okay, so here's something I've noticed. You can be a racist publicly, online, on all social media platforms. You can be a proper racist. You can even be proud of your racism on all social media platforms, and probably in real life, as well. As long as you're being racist to white men like myself. I don't really view myself as a white. I'm Norwegian and I'm a Norse, but for some reason that's what they call us. You're white. Okay, I don't mind. You can call me white, but yeah. And you can be racist against people like me. Typically you will see that posts on social media saying that all the wars in the world right now, they're because of the decisions of some old white men. And if white men had not been allowed to make decisions, the world would have been a better place. Statements like that. Not only are those statements historically illiterate, you can only believe that if you don't really know world history. The Ottoman the Ottoman Empire, the caliphates, the slave trade going from North Africa to the Middle East, and Genghis Khan, and the list goes on and on and on. Evil knows no race. It's become a thing, that they add white to these statements. Typically you will have, people that don't like capitalism. Capitalism is, they hate capitalism, and they hate white men. That's typically what they will be saying. Now, if you wonder why I'm out there walking with only one of my dogs, it's because his adoptive sister, she apparently has banged her paw. I don't think it's serious, but she needs to take a couple of days of rest. Yeah. So that's why we are here. Just the boys now walking. And I think that if you really need to add white to a statement, you're a bit of a racist. I'm Gen X. I don't judge people based on the color of their skin. It's insignificant to me. So if anything, I'm the actual anti-racist here, not the people who really love to add white to statements. Rich white men and white billionaires and all of that. I mean, it's so ridiculous. What about the Middle East monarchies? Are they nice? Are they like good examples of places where they uphold good standards for decency and human rights and so on? No, they are not. And they're not run by white men. They're run by Arab men, But we're not supposed to criticize those people, because that's racist, isn't it? You know, it is ridiculous when you think about it. And if you also look at, you know, things like the slave trade, that horrible thing, the biggest shame of humanity, human history, you know, slavery. I believe that the North African going to the trade, slave trade, going from North Africa to the Americas, it's I can't remember how many millions now, but a horrible thing. But it's quite a small, all of those poor people who were stolen there, they added together, they are just one smaller portion of the total people who were taken as slaves in human history. The blue men, as they were called, sailing up from North Africa to places like Ireland, capturing people there, selling them to slaves, as slaves. How many people know about the trade routes where the slaves were, slaves from Europe were, then they traveled south. On the way, all the men were castrated before they were sold. Many of them died, of course, during or after that thing. So how many people know about that? Do they teach that in schools? No, they should. Because if they had taught kids the truth, then maybe those kids wouldn't start adding white to everything that they don't like, you know? Maybe I have been conditioned to not speak up against racism when it's racism against white people, because I see those statements and I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. It doesn't upset me. It just tells me that this person, he or she, doesn't know world history at all. But I think maybe we should become a little bit better at calling this out, because it is racism. It really is. And very often I've noticed it's white people making these statements. And they're doing that to... It's performative. It's virtue signaling. You know, it's like when these companies, big companies, when is that month? There's a month every year, right? They have this LGBT, and there's a Q there. Yeah, queer. That month, you know, rainbow flag and all of that, and they change their profile picture on social media, the banks and so on, into this rainbow flag thing. You think your bank cares about your sexuality? I don't think so. Why would they? It's a bank. No, it's performative. So, you know, same thing with people who like to add white to things they don't like, you know. It's fake and it's not good at all. They should stop doing that. That's my opinion. But okay, subscribe to the channel if you can. It would be awesome. It's for free. So yeah, okay. New camera, by the way. It's the GoPro Black Hero, Black Hero 13. Yeah. So yeah, have a nice day. We'll talk soon, I guess.